Would we have a mentor?
Guidance.
Guidance, yep.
Support,
yes.
Experts in one area.
Yeah, absolutely. They might bring in some skills that you did not have. Yeah.
Take you in a direction you haven't considered.
Definitely, yeah. They can, sort of shed light on new areas that you haven't even thought about. Yeah, what was that one, John?
Ask you questions that you might not ask yourself.
Yeah, you might not want to ask yourself sometimes. Yeah, it's the bit when they say, so let's have a look at the numbers. Oh, really? Let's have a biscuit. Yeah. What else? Anything else that we get from mentors? What's that, sorry? Yes, contacts, yes. So they might have people that can, do things really faster, cheaper, more easily. Yeah, definitely.
Know the pitfalls?
Yes, I think that's a really important one. I mean, it's very NLP for us to just let's look at the positive, what we can do, what's great about it, but from a business perspective, you need to know what to avoid. Just as important. Yeah, Diana, did you have another one?
No, I'm just nodding, sorry.
That's all right.
I thought you might be able to help if you've got an idea about something, how do you translate that into something that might actually work?
Yeah, definitely, because some people are a bit more big picture, aren't they? And some people are a bit more details. And unless you do both of them very well, then it can be useful to have someone else come in and, look at translating that for you into the actual processes of how you do it, or the big old, why are we going to do this anyway? Yeah, good stuff. All right. So, what else we need to look at? We need to look at products. For what purpose might we think about you productizing elements of an NLP4Kids business? What are products important for? Why do we have those? Yeah.
So that people have something to remember you by afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
And tap into as well, obviously.
Yes, so we could use it as a kind of continuity to something that we've already given them, some coaching that we've already given them. So they've got something to keep them ticking away in the meantime. Yeah, what else?
An introduction to you before they come to you.
Absolutely. So it can actually be the thing that captures people in the first place by giving them something and then gradually introducing yourself to them. Who had a similar experience like that in terms of making contact with us? Who got a free download or something like that? Did anyone get the 13 ways to create confidence in kids? Yeah, so some of you got that. For what other reason? There's a financial reason around products that we haven't hit on yet. What is that one?
Giving money to sleep or whatever.
Absolutely, yes. Because when you are asleep, off sick, or on holiday, you're not seeing clients, you're not going to school, and you're not making any money unless you have those. This is a way for you to be making money without working, and that's really important when you're running your own business, because otherwise you're in this constant exchange of, do I give my time and make my money, or do I keep my time and make no money? It's not a very reasonable exchange, is it? So you want to be able to do both. You want to have time and money. All right, good. Here is my aha moment around products. So as you probably know, I also own a company called People Building, which is normal, straightforward NLP training and hypnotherapy training, but also lots of products around that one as well. My products started out when I was working with clients and I used to write scripts about the design of my session that I would do with them. And I ended up with hundreds and hundreds of scripts. And then all of my old NLP and hypnotherapy chums from my training days would say, Gemma, have you got a script for a smoking session that I could have? Have you got a script for a weight loss session that I'd be able to borrow from you? They never borrow it. So what I started to do was to catalogue these. I got them all typed up and converted to PDF, and I started to sell them off of my website. So other therapists were buying my scripts ready for their own sessions. I then recorded all of those scripts into audios. So the people that wanted to be my clients, but maybe couldn't get to come and see me because they were too far away or because it wasn't cost effective, they were able to download audio sessions and be able to get the help that way instead. And all of those were on my website. Now, around this time, iTunes came into existence. And iTunes was really exciting for me because they had something on there called podcasts. Is there anyone that doesn't know what a podcast is? No, so we've all got an idea. Good stuff. So I started to produce a podcast that went out on iTunes, and I did it on a regular basis, and it remained in the top 10 of the alternative health download chart on iTunes for the entire 5 years that I did it. But I did it for free. For what purpose did I do it for free?
I used to do advertising.
Yeah, advertising. What was I advertising?
Your business?
Yeah. So I was redirecting people back to the products on my website and asking them to opt into my database so that I could go on and sell to them later. The very first NLP4Kids training that I ever did, we had 7 people there, of which 4 of them knew about me because they used to listen to the podcast. So it did work. Alright, my scripts that I had here also got published into a book. Proper book, not self-published, do actually publisher. So that's me at my book signing, and then later on I introduced the People Building Members Club, which some of you may have looked at in the past. This is where we issue to people self-development resources on a monthly basis, and they get a pack through the post with some NLP content in there and how to utilise it. They get a couple of audio CDs, one of which is a hypnosis audio, one of which is more like a podcast type audio. And then they have access to other resources on a forum as well, where they can interact with other practitioners. So that one, out of everything that I do, is actually my best time for money leverage, because I charge £35 a month, and when I have 100 people in the membership club, and it's only taking me half that day to put the resources together, then you get to see what products are so important. So there they all are. Oh, and then there's this one. Yeah, so for those of you that don't speak Russian very well, allow me to translate. These 2 books landed in the post with a compliment slip that said, "Your books." And I was thinking that I'd ordered some Russian books at some stage and forgotten about it. But on closer inspection, I realised that that bit there, that's my name in Russian. So my books have been translated into Russian, and I now have a whole new market out in Russia I didn't even know about. So the moral of the story is, if you do what I'm saying here, you too can have a cat book like me. Happy days. Alright.
What's just the picture of the woman in the bikini?
She's got a tape measure, she's measuring the width of her sleeve.
I thought it was
I thought it was
budget.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
What night did I order this? I don't remember that day. Okay, social media. Is social media going to be important in the context of your business? Yeah, who thinks, nah? Is there anyone that's just, sort of sitting there thinking, I don't really need that? Is there anyone thinking that way? A little bit. No? Okay. Let's find out what social media do you know about. Which ones have you heard of? Facebook. Twitter. Yeah, what else? YouTube.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
Instagram. Tumblr.
Yeah. Yes. Interest. Yeah. Any more?
MySpace.
Does anyone still use that? I'll give you an alternative one. Google Plus. If you had Google Plus, yeah. No one really knows what they're doing with that yet. We don't know that too much, but you do need to have it. All right. So
LinkedIn as well, isn't there?
we've got LinkedIn. Yeah, we've got that one. Who owns YouTube? Google. You must have a YouTube account. Who owns Google Plus? Google. Who owns Instagram? Facebook. Yeah. So yeah, you want to have those two going on as well. Okay. I'm also going to add to that one. I'm going to put on your own newsletters, which obviously isn't social media, but it is about kind of reaching out to your audience. And I'm also going to put on there joint ventures as well. Sorry, what was that?
Blogs.
Logs, yeah. I'll put those two together. together. Because typically what you're going to send out in your newsletter is links back to your own blog, okay? Right, so who here today is our friend on Facebook?
Your friend.
Yeah, our NLP4Kids friends on Facebook. So what was that? 2, 3? Okay, who is on our Twitter? Okay, just 1. Who's on our YouTube channel? 1. Who is a connection with me on LinkedIn? 1. Who's kind of all? Okay, 2. Instagram, we don't actually have an NLP4Kids Instagram account. We don't use Tumblr or Pinterest. We are on Google Plus. Any Google Plus people here? You're doing them all. Who gets a newsletter from us?
I will be in the future, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say about 7 for that one. Who is here because they got an email from somebody else introducing us to you? Now that would include the franchise people that I've seen here today. You got an introduction from a franchise company. Just put your hands up nice and high. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 4? Thanks for that. Market research done. So what we can see is yes, it obviously does work. Was there anyone that wasn't on any of those? How did you find us?
Searching the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned Googling.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone's the same.
Same. Okay. Search. What did you type in? Do you remember?
Children are helping.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. All right. So.
It's out from you.
If we're doing all of this stuff every day, are we going to have any time left for actually working with children? No. So let me give you some shortcuts. This is a free facility. It's called Pixel Pipe. What you do is you set yourself up with a Pixel Pipe account. You tell it your passwords for all of these. And then when you have a status update or a video that you want to share or a blog post, it will send it out for you to the relevant ones of these. Okay, so you only have to do it once. Nice and easy, and that one's free. This one's Social Loop. They have a free version and a paid-for version. The good thing with this one is that you can set times on when you want it to release the information. It's most relevant to these two up here, more so than the others. The one that we use these days is called Hootsuite. So Hoot, like an owl, Hootsuite. And that has very similar functions to this one. Okay? Alright, good. What else have we got? What was that one? Websites. Who here has a website for their business already? Yes? Yeah, okay, good stuff. Is it working? Yeah?
Well, anything works.
Okay. Alright, and Diane, did you say you've got one?
In the process.
In the process, okie dokie. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'll show you where we show up on our website in terms of Googling and stuff, and then I'll show you why, and I'll talk you through what's important about the website. So these are just various different search terms like therapists for children, child therapy, Hertfordshire teenagers, Kent, Reading, Berkshire, Hertfordshire again, Chester, Cambridgeshire, Hong Kong, because we do have a practitioner out there, and yeah, and so on. Let me show you our website so that you can see why these things are important. First off, we have here the name of the website. My very first website was called gemmabailey.co.uk. It was an ego website, but it doesn't tell you anything about what I do, which was part of the problem. This one is called NLP4Kids.org because that's what we do. So having the right name for your website, it's not as important as it used to be, but it still helps, it's still relevant. Next thing we've got there, what's that bit all about? 2,737 likes.
That's how many people like it on Facebook.
Exactly. Why is that important?